Chambers, North Meck, Part 4. This would be a classic. Best game I've attended this 2023 season. Fresh off the tip, Christian Ford corrals the ball and gives the Vikings a quick early lead. One they'll hang on to for the majority of the game. Marcus Brown will answer that bucket, though, with a long jumper from the top of the key. Ashton Pierce will respond with a three of his own. Pierce with some big buckets to open the game. And down the stretch, Chambers struggled to find their offensive rhythm early. Could be attributed to nerves. Nick Dorn with the lackadaisical pass gets cut short by DeMaurice Jenkins as the big man finishes strong. 3 buckets for North Meck. 3 different players, not named Isaiah Evans. The Vikings of North Meck up 7-2. It was close to 4-minute mark before Showtime began. Evans with the smooth up and down jumper. North Meck with a dominating 9-point lead early. Nick Dorn with an efficient night, 4 of 6, 3-point shooting, connecting on his first shot to give the Cougars their first points from the field. Mario Hansen, feet work. Oh, Hansen. Cougars starting to bounce back, 14-11. Dorn taking on the responsibility to guard Evans would be a pivotal move throughout the game, as Dorn would pick up his second foul in as many possessions, guarding Isaiah Evans. Then Evans will hit the accelerator, attacking the defender. Fall-away jumper, bang. Jacoby Jackson, though, trying to garner some momentum for Chambers to end the quarter with a definitive 3. But you got a 5-star on the other end. They call him Showtime, but he was more like box office, as Evans responds with a 3 of his own. And to think this was just the first quarter. North Meck leads 22-14. Jacoby Jackson had himself a night, filling in for Nick Dorn on the scoring end, another precise 3-point bucket. This game didn't lack the intensity, that's for sure. Between the play of Jacoby Jackson and Mario Hansen with the fast break layup, those two kept the Cougars' offense rolling, chopping into the lead 26-21, 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Isaiah Evans, Agent Zero, another 3-dagger. His game is unconscious. Coach Frazier trying to shake his team off the canvas. This was like a heavyweight bout. Round 4, and Nick Dorn with another foul. This one on the offensive end. 3 midway through the second. And every time Dorn went out, Evans made them pay, doing it from everywhere in the gym. 33-23 Vikings. Trey Maxwell getting active late into the game, knocking down the 3. Maxwell with the dish to Isaiah Evans, drives to get the finesse layup. North Meck starting to feel themselves going into half. 16-point lead, but those Cougars always come out strong in the second half. Nick Dorn getting started off early with fresh legs, hits the floater. Next play, blocked by Mario Hansen. Right to Dorn on the break. To start the half, Dorn 4, North Meck 0. But Trey Maxwell was having none of that. Off the Cougars' missed 3, Maxwell step back, hits 3. Next play, Maxwell gambles on the steal. Nick Dorn makes him pay the vig. Let's just bask in the brask of Mario Hansen with the sweet hook. Hansen with more, putting a big B on ounce. Got more bounce than laundry, y'all, I'm telling you. 48-37, and if you ever heard of a North Meck versus Chambers game this year, like a Lil Wayne's mixtape, this game had no ceilings, because here comes Chambers roaring back after the and one finish by Marcus Brown. One of the most impressive parts about Isaiah Evans' game, when they needed a response, he was able to provide that. Hansen matching Evans with a big 3-ball. Vikings lead down to 8 late in the third. Next possession, Dorn commits a foul on a rebound attempt. That will be his 4th. Very frustrating evening, unfortunately, for the senior. But like I said earlier, Jacoby Jackson letting the 3s fly, hitting when Chambers needed them most, and Jackson letting Maxwell know of it. We have a 5-point game, and Evans will respond once again, driving, applying pressure, 59-51, going into the 4th. And I'm not no scientist, but I believe they say forced pressure makes diamonds. And the Cougars shine in the fourth. Brown with the pickpocket finished the transition layup. We have a competitive game, guys. What can Brown do for you? He kicks the Dorn for the corner three. 3 straight scoring possessions to start the fourth. Dorn, back and in effect, pulls up from the top, drops another 3, and he's feeling himself right now. The Vikings lead, cut down to 3. After Evans' missed 3-point attempt, Jordan Patton takes it coast to coast to bring the Cougars within a point. Vikings with no answers for the Chambers charge. North Meck lead back to 3 when Greg Murray gives the ball up in the backcourt, which leads to a Hanson and 1. We're a free throw away from a tie ball game. After a couple points exchanged, game tied 70 all. Nick Dorn, guarded by Evans, gives him the body, step back, straight cheese. Chambers with the 3-point lead. Chambers in the driver's seat, up 4. Evans must have missed that bus. Brings the Vikings back within a possession after the big 3. After a couple free throws take the Cougars lead back to 3, Isaiah Evans would not be denied. Fall away corner 3. We're back to even. 78-78. Nick Dorn will miss the final attempt on the fourth, and we are going to overtime. Chambers will ride their momentum into the overtime, scoring on their first 2 possessions and taking a quick 4-point lead. Maxwell will miss on the drive attempt, but Jenkins right there for the timely putback. Next Vikings possession, Dorn attempts to steal and is called for his 5th and final foul. Shock and then disbelief. 84-81, Chambers. Evans gets fouled on the 2-point attempt to bring the Cougars lead back to 1, and the pressure gets to Jameer Brown as he turns the ball over, giving North Meck the opportunity to win this thriller of a game. But due to technical difficulties, the latter half of the game had to be recorded via cell phone. So bear with me, but you do not want to miss this one. So after Greg Murray missed 2 go-ahead free throws, the Vikings were forced to foul. Jameer Brown at the line makes free throw number 1. Free throw number 2 goes. Vikings down 3. Isaiah Evans receives the inbound pass. Rallies down court. Freezes mid-air. Sinks the game-tying shot. And the gym is in disbelief. Had to get multiple angles courtesy of media outlets. But we have another overtime, guys. Jenkins gets overtime number 2 going with a nice spin in the post, only to be tied by Jameer Brown's driving layup. Brown with a nice game, 21 points, 8 assists, but not enough as Evans cuts the oxygen off. Fade away from the corner, looking like a young KD, and they say practice makes perfect. No, this is not a replay. Another fade away from Evans from the corner, taking over the second overtime period with a school record 62 points on the night. And just to put an exclamation point on things, Trey Maxwell drives and 1. Vikings regain control of the game and get the double overtime win, 105-92. They will advance forward in Saturday's game against Myers Park. Whew. What a game.